Hey y'all. Wait. Hey y'all, what is up? It is Nini here, coming at y'all from a higher frequency. I basically just wanted to come and share my theory about Adam and Eve. Okay, I sparked a lot of debates on my little podcast app that I be on, and it's just like, okay, some people felt like it was deep, some people felt like it was interesting. So I'm just like, okay, let me just make a YouTube video and just see what happens from there. So, all right, now just bear with me. Okay, so Adam and Eve, they was living in the Garden of Eden, right? And, everything was fine. Peaches and cream. God even said it was perfect. God said it was perfect. Okay? But then the serpent came and convinced Adam and Eve Eve to eat the apple. Okay? Now, a lot of people, they skim and skip right over this next line that I'm about to say, but I feel like this line is so important. It's actually more important than the sex part. Okay, because some people say sex is the biggest sin, but the biggest sin was actually gaining the knowledge. Okay, so the apple is called the fruit from the tree of knowledge. And remember, when they bit that apple, what did they realize? That they were naked. For real, really think about that now. Okay, now I know you're probably like, okay, so like, what's the big deal? I'm about to tell you, right? Okay, so when they bit that apple and they realized they were naked, that's when they realized their differences. They started living externally, aka living in the flesh. Okay, now if you need a deeper okay, so think about it like this: how do you separate male from female? Body parts. That's flesh. Body parts, the breasts, the softness of the skin, the facial structures, the vagina, the penis, those are all flesh things that separate male from female. It's not spirit, it's the flesh that separates male from female. Think about the thing that keeps us divided the most. Color. Color is on what? The flesh. Okay? The flesh. Literally. Women go hard to do what? To change their flesh. They are in love with their flesh. That's why they get breast surgery and butt surgery and stomach surgery. Same thing with men. That's why they in the gym hitting it hard, working out. They are obsessed with the flesh, with looking good. When Adam and Eve bit that apple, that's what they did. They gained knowledge about the flesh. They gained knowledge about what they are. That's when God came back to the garden, they hid. They hid from God because now they realize they are naked. You understand? And that's how kids came about. Because now that you recognize, oh, that's one type of sex, I'm the other type of sex, meaning that's female, I'm female, that's male, that's either way. That's when they decided they was going to start, doing the do. And doing the do brought about what? Kids. Okay, and yes, I know God said be fruitful and multiply, but I feel like we've gotten to the point where it's gotten a little out of hand. Okay, people want to blame guns. They want to blame poverty. They want to blame everything but the problem itself, which is people. People pick up guns and kill other people. Okay? That's what the issue is. And it has a lot to do with ignorance, not knowing about this, not knowing about that. You get what I'm saying? So I just felt like that was an interesting theory and perspective, but like a wise person always says that you don't know. I mean, thinking you're right is knowing that you could be 100% wrong. So I'm not saying I'm 100% right. I'm just saying it's something to think about, because how you beefing with a whole freaking LGBTQ takes up a lot of the world. A lot of people don't know that. There was gay slaves. I don't even want to call them gay, just same-sex relationship slaves. There was same-sex relationship Romans. There was same-sex everything goes all the way back. Listen, and if you could get the world to beef with this group, that's a lot of people that you're dividing. You get what I'm saying? Like, at this point, we all know somebody who knows somebody that's gay. Whether if it's a family member or something like that. That is like one of the biggest ways to cause division. What's the next way? Color. Racism. These are all flesh problems. That's why in the Bible it keeps stating that you're not ever going up against flesh. You're going up against spirit. This is spiritual warfare. It's spirit versus spirits. Good spirits versus bad spirits. Okay, but they try to swipe all that away, and just like how they try to make it seem like sex is supposed to be casual. Sex is nothing, it's casual. That is such a big deal. Bringing humans into this world is such a big deal, and people they just don't care. Why? Because generations after generations and after generations have been watered down and brainwashed, and the elders have been killed off. And I actually just learned today that you're supposed to have six parents. You're supposed to have 6 parents. Your parents, their grandparents, and their great-grandparents. So really, if you think about each parents as individuals, you're really supposed to have 12 parents. Where are all these parents at? Oh, they're gone. Most of them died from what? Health problems, hip problems, heart problems. It's always something around health. Okay, because they didn't have knowledge of what food could really do to your body, of the dangers of food. Like, seriously, a lot of things we was brainwashed to think was healthy, it turns out it's not even healthy. Humans are not supposed to be digesting milk. Like, and in school, what did they give you with every meal? Milk. It's like, oh, it's so sad when you really think about it. But listen, it's crazy out here, y'all. Like, for real. Like, life is not a game. I know the movies and music try to convince you otherwise, but it's not. So I just wanted to put this this theory, this perspective out there. And it's always up for debate, but like I said before, the Bible has been rewritten and translated into English language. The English language is a man-made language. You don't really actually know what you're saying out your mouth when you say certain words. And the original language that the Bible was written in, no one speaks that language. That's another thing too. Like, languages keeps us divided. There was a point in time where everybody spoke the same language. At least it's a theory. The Tower of Babel. It's in the Bible, but to some people they don't believe it. But some people don't believe in God either, so we don't even try to. That's what they're here to do. They're here to not believe and convince others not to believe. And with that being said, also remember this, okay? When Lucifer fell from heaven, he took 1/4 of the angels with him. These people, do you think they died? Do you think they just disappeared? Do you think they're no longer wrecking and causing all this division, all this destruction, all these problems against the world? You think they just no, they're still here. At least I feel like that, whether in spirit or in flesh. But once people make themselves so open to darkness, best believe you could be inhabited by spirits, bad spirits. Okay, so just always keep that in mind. And just, just take in what makes sense and just leave the rest. But it makes sense. It makes sense. That's the craziest part. So yeah, so I just wanted to take some time out my day to share that with you guys. And just, see how, and yeah. And I don't really care. You don't really have to share this video, like this video. You don't really have to do anything, because God is going to make sure that this video makes it to whoever it needs to make it to. And yeah, so just be blessed out there and stay safe. I am out.